Do you feel like you live alone?
Yeah. I feel like I have a gremlin. He comes out to eat. I see him when he said that the other day. "Oh, I'm going to start doing my own shopping." I thought, bro. And then I look at his shopping. All it is mee goreng and tuna and rice. And that's all he eats.
Yuck.
Oh, bro, this guy he's different.
Does he shower?
Barely.
And
Debatable.
We got different bathrooms. So I got an ensuite and he uses the main.
Oh, that's clutch.
Man, his bathroom is nasty.
Does anyone visit you guys? Like, does your
No.
family?
He has some mates over sometimes. They'll
Do you
come
need
over.
to swap that deal so that people can visit you and use the bathroom?
That's what I was just about to say. When he invited people over, I looked in the bathroom. He laid some fresh skid marks. Just like he does not.
Skid marks?
It's disgusting. Like, bro, you got people over. Clean up after yourself. Like, nah, I'll be okay.
All fueled by buckets of Monster and
Man.
pee.
Bro, who is this kid? Like, I don't know what he looks like, but I've got this
spawn.
I've got this like image of my head of like the Hunchback of Notre Dame slash Bowser
Bowser, bro. Bowser is a
That's
good.
not bad.
slash like
Bowser is a-
Godzilla, like with like
Yeah,
spikes
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out of his back.
Curly hair
He
with
hasn't had a haircut in like 6 months, so he just got an afro at the moment. He calls it
Curly
his
afro.
Jufro.
with a massive goofy grin. Just permanently.
Sometimes he
big grin.
parks me in the morning and he'll be sleeping. I say, bro, you need to move your car so I can get out. He'll wake up in his undies, just walk outside in his car, drives it, and just backs up, all in his undies, just like slouched over, back to sleep.
That's standard 7 Hills activity, bro.
Wow.
A local.
Kings Langley is 7 Hills. Oh.
I mean, I think we just figured out what the intro part is.
Let him watch it. Let him know. I'm beefing with him. We're sort of in like a marital dispute at the moment because he doesn't do his dishes. After the MAGA incident, it's just been downhill.
MAGA incident.
MAGA?
Or maggot.
Maggot.
Maggot. That's correct. Well, so how did that occur? What was the food that was left? How did it happen? Yeah.
Right, he was fasting, and so he tried to blame his. I didn't eat. So So the MAGA incident occurred on a Monday. He ate the Saturday, Sunday, and he left his food just out. And he tried to say it was me, even though I've been like
But
cleaning
bro,
up.
maggots don't occur in 2 days,
days.
right?
They're
They
not.
can.
Yeah.
They
Why
can come
not?
pretty quick.
What's the
They're just
what's
flies.
what's the biosphere? What's the habitat like in that? What's this? Is it steamy in there all day? Is it?
No, I air it out.
It's the Saturday food.
It's the food he leaves out, and I get this. When you cook and you don't eat something, like what do?
You put it in the fridge, or you throw it in
Right?
the bin.
Or you cover it up and just like leave it on the counter or something.
Yeah.
This guy, it's only since I've told him, he'll cook in the pan and he'll just leave the pan out, like unprotected, or he'll put a tea towel on it, like that's gonna do anything.
Unprotected is a great word.
Like, bro, like cover the food or
Bro,
put it in the
what
fridge.
is in your house that you have to protect it from? Flies?
Just there's flies.
So do you think the
food's gonna
flies
go
have laid the
off.
maggots?
Yeah. Isn't that how it works?
I don't know.
Am I tripping?
I think that's flies. Like
What do you call that when you create your own little like
Ecosystem.
Yes.
We just got an ecosystem.
What is the ecosystem in there, bro?
the real
Have you been in his
answer.
room?
Bro, don't even mean his room's like a Hiroshima. Just everything's everywhere. Nah, like now you're gonna get me on a rant. when we do the laundry, I'll put if his stuff's in the dryer, I'll put it in the basket, leave it out, like sort it out, but my stuff's coming. Every time he has to remove my stuff from the laundry, he'll chuck it in the sink, chuck it on the floor, just get it out of his way. Just so he can.
serious?
And I
He's like,
thought
he's a
my
cretin.
boy's house was bad, but no one was like sabotaging anyone else.
That's proper,
like
brother.
Working against me
Sabotage.
is a cretin.
That's
Crawled out of the seal of
Didn't
hell.
Paul call them? The Cretans are like a. That's so good.
Little creature.
That's our intro.
I mean, yeah, sorted. Maybe we just need to get George triggered and going.
He's the Clem. He's the spirit of Clem has just come back.
It's only talking about this Bowser wannabe.
Welcome back to the PE Forecast. We're here with our New Year's episode. So happy New Year's to all our viewers and all the boys here. So we've got AJ, we've got Joshua, Samuel, and George. We're back at it. Josh, what are we doing today?
New Year's, got to talk New Year's resolutions. Some of ours, what we're looking to do this year in, 2026 now. and then a little bit of thinking about how to actually make some of them happen and get your New Year's resolutions actually happening rather than just being ideas.
Yeah.
Any big things that you guys are looking to do in 2026 other than reaching 1 million subscribers?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get a girlfriend this year.
Hey.
So, I'll keep you updated. I'm going to start a YouTube page.
How many resolutions has this been?
Um,
How long?
26.
Yeah.
26 years.
So maybe the resolution is go on a date sometime.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the Lord says.
I mean, yeah, we've heard.
There's probably got some good gyms in Orange.
I don't know.
It seems to be the place.
I was gonna hold that one for a little bit later, but I just thought I'd just come out with it and see if I
Came out hot.
Nah,
Yeah.
genuinely, I think my New Year's resolution is to learn how to meal prep.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'll be moving out. For the viewers that don't know, I'll be leaving Sydney and be living alone, and yeah, looking to develop my skill set. I'm a good cook, but to do that consistently, I haven't been shown. So hopefully, my skill set increases, and that also then increases my marriage ability as well.
Whoosh.
My bachelor ability,
Whoosh.
if that's a
The
word.
Guys who
resume.
can cook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys,
Yeah.
Man.
I cannot cook.
you like guys who
At
cook?
all. I mean, I just like food, so I can't cook at all. So
That's
it's not
mine.
me.
Yeah, meal prep.
Are you like a good cook in terms of learning things, or you just got a bunch of things? You
No, I
make
can
the same
I can
things?
learn. I can definitely learn. I think now I'll probably have the space and time to do a little bit more things. And I think I also the third thing would be to start a New Year's resolution would be almost starting like a YouTube page, like a devotional / life page while I'm there. Involved in some footy ministries here, but obviously while I'm not here, hopefully looking to do some Bible kind of walkthroughs. So walking through Mark chapter by chapter and just like a little 10 minutes like clip or a little devotional. So hopefully maybe looking to do something like that and do a little bit more creative things, more videography stuff with the church I'm going to be a part of. And
Yep.
yeah, so excited for that.
Branching out into personal pages already
Yeah.
from the team.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm going to take all the viewers. So
I mean, I posted one of our shorts for the first time, and it took me like an hour and a half and to just figure out how anything worked. It was a very boomer moment, including you guys all heard the like misclicking schedule to post now
That's-
and like, oh my goodness.
it's okay. We learn. We live and learn.
That's it.
Maybe I need to figure out how any of this whole short system works. One of mine, I'm always on sort of looking to read more and trying to set different goals around reading and trying to read more that's not just sports news and read some books. And I think I generally get through a handful of books a year, but making that a more consistent habit. So I'm reading I might even just start from a page a day, but having a daily reading time of different books is one of my goals for this year, to make that consistent, not just in the holidays I read some books for fun, but every day.
Nice.
So that's one for me.
Can I steal that as well?
Do it. It's good for you.
I only got
Reading.
about 17 New Year's resolutions.
Reading is always good for you.
Read.
You got to go to school to be able to read.
What do you do for work?
Sports.
Youth leader, right? Youth leader.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll go off the back. The reading as well. I made that a New Year's resolution this year, and I started well. Then I found myself getting lazy, but that's definitely one I want to try. At least a book a month. Ideally, a book a week would be, because I listen to Audible a lot, so I'm
Nice.
jamming Audible.
Nice.
But
Go hard.
just anything. Listen to it on 1.5, just pump through it. But yeah, just listening to something. I found myself my vocab has become like horrible. So I think I just need to read more. So
I
it's
think
become
that's
very
evidence because you said vocab,
yeah. Well, there you go.
not vocabulary.
My vocabulary has become horrible.
Bro, bring back vocabulary lists at school. Bring it
Yes.
back.
Yep.
Anyway.
I'm a good fan of like a word of the day, like
Yeah, man.
just a word that you don't use often, and hear a word somewhere like, oh,
Cretin.
I'm going to Cretan's the one for
Cretin,
today.
great word.
It's solid.
Should that be one in
good
the
insult.
description of the title? Cretans. User resolution.
It could be the hashtag.
Hashtag Cretans.
That's right. No, they are very good. Yeah, a word of the day is always good fun to do some of that and just try and use it a couple of times. I like that.
Yep.
Samuel.
More on like a leadership side of it. So if you didn't know already, my wife and I are going to be youth coordinators this year, next year,
Congratulations, man.
2026.
Yeah.
And so there's a few skills that I sort of just want to be prepared for. Having tough conversations. I feel like I'm not the best at futuristic planning. And then just gathering people around, staying united, and being a good leader, a good model to everyone.
So good, man. Anything else in the
That's my-
mornings that you want to do?
Well, I did want to commit to the gyms, but the bed is a bit more nicer at the moment, so just trying to get out of it.
Early mornings are a winner. I'm amazed by them, but they work. Some other things. 2025 was actually mostly all around a very good year for me. Lots of very good things. So
Glad you had a
2020
great year, Josh.
It was mostly a very good year for me. So 2026, much more making those things stick and sticking with lots of good habits. I guess a podcast one is for me figuring out all of this sort of podcast side of things and making that a consistent habit and figuring out maybe it is how to post or edit a video in any way. I was trying for probably nearly 10 minutes after footy training yesterday. My son's sitting next to me, like, when can we go home? I'm like, I just want to get this one thing to work and I can't figure out how to do this one. Change the type of video so it cuts I couldn't do it. So I've got to figure out some video editing things and just learn a little bit about some of that. It's another resolution for me to learn some of that.
I think a big one for me too would be hopefully trying to, hopefully get my own place by the end of the year. So looking to try and buy a property, by the end of the year. So that's a big goal, but very achievable if I can set up some things and be consistent and disciplined with my spending and savings, and also having room to have a little bit more of my own time now because I finished my masters, and so have a lot more time on my hands, and then looking to do some things outside of your normal day-to-day job. So I think that's a massive one for me.
Yeah, nice. I'll go off the back of that, and even off the back of my first one, but it's going to be my third year of teaching. I'm going to be qualified after April.
Let's go. Praise God.
And so I sort of just want to step up a bit more, step out, and I have stage 6 classes, so some good challenges for me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Sick.
I think, for me as well, next year stepping into
This year,
stepping into that new role at the school we're at, in that full-time teaching. For me, I would like to, by the end of the year, upskill. It sounds very generic, but I want to be better than how I started the year, or even term by term, add little things, arrows to the quiver that I can be more equipped and become better in my career, essentially.
yeah, Matt.
If I've got one more, it is to actually finish my yearly Bible reading plan within 365 days.
Nice.
There are times when it fades and comes and goes, and I don't read enough and then fall behind, and I read the Bible and things, but I haven't actually gotten the full 365 days. Like I finished the whole Bible
In 1 year?
in a year,
Wow.
in a number of years. It's that's a whole year's goal. And I've got the different Bible reading plans and things, tick off wherever you're up to and everything, but to actually get through it all in 1 year is definitely a goal for me for this year.
Yeah.
Where do you find the best, going off how do you achieve that, right? Where do you find for yourself as a teacher, right? Because we're in a different profession to a lot of people, the best time that you find that you're most comfortable to read or you're most awake?
Now that I'm doing morning things, now that I'm becoming a morning person, it's much easier to do in the mornings.
Before gym, after gym, during the car, on the way to in the car on the way to work, is it?
I've been mixing it up a little bit at the moment. So I do sometimes at the gym. I'll listen and read along.
How do you find that though?
Okay, I don't love that. And then other times I'll come home and then read with my kids. We've got just the littlest one who is the cheeky one, was actually telling us off yesterday because I was sitting in the green room and I said something to my wife who's in the kitchen, which is like sort of behind where I'm at. And then the littlest one yells out, "No talking in the green room. It's reading only." Like, I mean, that is the rule that I said, is the green room is the quiet reading room.
She's the best, man.
And she just enforces the rules. And
Future teacher.
she'll remind you. Same thing. My wife goes to put makeup on in the car. "Mummy, no makeup in the car. You make the car dirty. No makeup in the car."
That is the
That is the
police
rule that we
officer.
said. So, but yeah, the green room reading with my kids, I actually enjoy that a lot. And it's just
Beautiful.
quiet. We can put the front blinds up and get sun coming in. That spot is great for reading.
I think one of the biggest challenges I've had since stepping into full-time teaching, full-time different roles, and I think everyone, doesn't matter where you are, whether you're starting, this year or starting, stage 6 classes or continuing with your, leading the world, leading your KLA, learning to get quiet is one of the biggest things I think this year I'm aiming to do is to be intentional, have an intentional Sabbath, whether that's an entire day, whether that's an entire afternoon, where it's literally devices off, just get quiet. And I feel like since I've been doing that in like micro steps in my own day, or even in moments where I actually stop and I just rest, and you see the fruit mentally, physically, emotionally, because it allows you to be honest with where you're at. And imagine you had a whole afternoon where Friday afternoon, you're just sitting down, just resting, or you go for a walk. Or so one of the biggest things I think I want to aim to do is being away from the Sydney life, is learning to get quiet, but to be efficient in that. So not just to be lazy and whatnot, but for it to become useful.
Yeah, 100%.
I've got one more resolution. Do you guys have any more? So probably my last one is, my mum has been on my back to write a book for forever.
Well, I would read that book.
I don't know if I want to write a book just yet. I mean, I've got some ideas of things I would like to write about, but just to actually build a writing habit, I'll probably, and this kind of segues into the next kind of question I have for you guys, probably start with what I've gotten my kids to do, which is we read a little bit of the Bible each morning, and then I get them to write just down one sentence of something that they thought about or stood out to them. I'll probably write more than one sentence myself, being an adult compared to an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. But just starting with some kind of Bible journaling of writing the things that I think about, and rather than just thinking about them. And I try and read and then think about what I'm reading and all of that, but building a habit of just reflecting on things. And I'll likely start with some daily just thoughts from the Bible, or just a daily kind of reflection kind of thing, not a journal or a diary, daily reflection. but
judgment.
starting from that.
No judgment, man.
So that actually gives us the bigger question rather than resolution. So like everybody has New Year's resolutions, but some things that you do to make some of those things stick, or what are some ideas you guys have for how to put them into action?
I think for my one is gonna be accountability. Whether for the teaching resolution, whether it's you boys, and it's the check-ins, or for church it's specific church leaders. But another one that I like to do, whether it's to do with meal planning or whatever, is like having a calendar and being
Nice.
able to write something visually, whether that's on the fridge because we see it all the time, or whether that's in the bathroom because I'm on the toilet all the time. Just being able to see things visually all the time, just to help us keep on track.
Thanks for that, Samuel.
No worries. Just wanted to share every single
Visual.
detail.
Yeah, to-do lists have been massive, I think. Creating. I think sometimes you can get caught up when you've just been unnatural at things, that you can just, I remember to do this, I do this. But then sometimes when your brain gets so filled with the stress of work and ministry and whatever else it is, things start to slip and you start to think, hang on a second, I can't operate just off my natural ability anymore.
Yep.
So then introducing some structure, like a calendar, to-do list, reminders, micro goals, I think as well, with accountability, and just being honest with you with where you're at as well. I think for me, with some of the stuff that I'm, obviously the first one was a joke, but meal prepping, just actually maybe getting an Excel sheet. Okay, how much is it going to cost me?
Yeah.
And actually taking the time to steward the things that God has given to me now, rather than saying, yeah, I can wing this. Like,
Yeah.
no, take the time, set up a structure, and stick to it.
That's
Structure
one
is
thing
good.
I've just being around in the staff room. One thing I picked up of Josh is just he'll write everything down that he's going to do in the day and what he wants to get done. That's something that I think I need to implement in some sort of way, like you leaving reminders around, get this done. Because sometimes I'll have the intention to do it, and then just throughout the day, whatever, you forget, other things come up, you forget what you want to get done. And like AJ said, everything just becomes sort of just overwhelms, and then you just forget about what you actually set out to do.
100%.
So that's one thing for me to keep my goals, is just being intentional with writing stuff that I want to get done, setting that out, putting it in writing, and yeah, following through with that.
You'd be amazed how little of the stuff I write down I get done. Some of those things stay on there for 3 weeks. No, it at least keeps it in my mind, so I never forget about it and I get to it. My thing that I've been listening to a bunch recently, I read Atomic Habits last year. Fantastic book. Like, cannot recommend it highly enough. I mean, he sold enough copies that it's obviously pretty good. But then just in the past couple of days, Diary of a CEO has an episode with him going into a little bit more depth of a lot of those things. And he makes it so simple, so many good little steps of like making your habits easy, making them visible was one that I'm looking to use a little bit more. And then just having some kind of structural plan for how you're going to do that. So whatever your resolution is, having a bit of a plan. So for me, it's as simple as like, I can easily get home and want to just go on YouTube and zone out after work or whatever. But if I want to read, I need to do it before I get on YouTube or whatever, because otherwise I'm just not going to do it. So I'm literally on the way here thinking about, it's just a post-it note or some kind of note on or next to my laptop that just says, have you read yet? Something like that. A simple enough reminder to me of like what I said I want to do. So when I sit down to do that, it's like, have I read yet? Yes. Then sweet.
Yeah.
Do whatever else it is you're going to do and be happy with that. And if not, I'm at least confronted with that challenge.
I think the why behind that as well is something that I wish to learn more. Is sometimes you can forget why you've set out to do this goal thing, but then having a reminder of why. So Josh, why do you want to read every day?
For me, I actually enjoy reading a lot once I start reading. Like, I didn't have a TV growing up, so that led to a heck of a lot of reading. And so I enjoy reading, and I know, like, it's just known that reading is like how people get smarter and better. Like,
it's good for you, right?
It's fantastic for you. It's people who do better in life read more books, whether that's audible, whether it's reading. Yeah. And it's a bit of both. It's like, was it the books that made them better, or is it just that they're the person with the habit of that? Doesn't even matter. As long as you're reading them and getting into it.
And it's content, right? You're consuming content, but you're not consuming brain rot.
No. Something that took someone some time to write rather than something that was just like instant.
That's what I love about like books like Atomic Habits. It's like someone's life work put into a book, and you have access to it there. All you have to do is just pick up and read it. It's like their whole life, they've narrowed it down to this, and all, like, it's there for you to access if you want to.
That's literally the first chapter. He's like, he had some kind of brain injury. Whoa. He got in a PE lesson, PE teachers. He got hit in the head with a baseball bat.
I can understand
someone.
That.
I think it was someone swung and let go of the baseball bat, came flying, hit him in the head. I think that was it. And he like nearly died, but then had to like rebuild his whole life and learn to walk again and learn everything. And because of that, he had to like rebuild his habits. Wow. Got obsessed with that. Researched it for 20 years while he rebuilt his whole life, and then wrote a book of like 20 years worth of everything. So that's why it's so good.
That's so encouraging. And I think there's something as well that I've learned. Sometimes we can get stuck in our little Christian bubble, where if it isn't written by a Christian or isn't from a Christian circle, then it doesn't have as much value as something that's written by or within the Spirit.
Yeah.
But I've learned the hard way that, nah, man, like there is wisdom that every good thing comes from above. Like a book like that may not be Christian, but it proves the reality of God, where it talks about renewing your mind. Like it's possible.
If you want to be a Christian who reads more of your Bible or prays or does any of that, this is the best book to get you
Yeah, wow.
get you going, because
Mm.
it's like how to make those habits
We're
and
not sponsoring.
how to
by the
do
way.
it all. No, but I probably would. Like he's that
Wow.
good. It really is that good a book, and it's so simple. It's so easy to read. It's got systems. It's got everything.
Sick.
Which I have a half made up quote. This it's roughly based on the things that he said, but he talks a bunch about sort of like all of the things that you want or want to do are actually only about a 5-minute struggle away from getting you there, or at least getting you on the track to get there. And all of the difficulty of things is generally like 5 minutes of hard work. I know you mentioned the bed and it being comfortable, but it's like the first 4 or 5 minutes of getting out of bed, that's tough. That's like struggle, waking up, everything. 5 minutes later, it's on. You've moved on.
Yeah.
Getting up and getting into the car to get to the gym and whatever, that's like struggle to get off the couch and everything. But 5 minutes later, you're going. It's all happened.
Yeah.
Just getting through that first 5 minutes.
And the
is all it
dopamine
takes.
reward after that is next level, because then it builds that neural pathway. Oh, hang on a second, it's a reward system the way our brain is set up. Like, I can do this, and then the benefits, and then so that's awesome. That's really inspiring, that quote.
It's if only it was a real full quote. It's roughly what James Clear says in Atomic Habits, and definitely what he says in that podcast that I've been listening to, and yeah, just getting yourself started. And then I think the other half of what he says, again, butchered quote, is basically not despising how small a step the first step is. It's like the first step to running a marathon is putting your joggers on for the first time. If you can do that first small, tiny little step, then you're on track and you're on
That's
your way.
awesome, man.
We look down on that first step. We're like, oh yeah, these 4 losers starting a podcast of like, who's even going to listen to it? Well, one day, by the end of 2026,
We'll be at the Super Bowl.
when we have 500,000 subscribers by the end of
Sheesh.
2026, then we'll talk about the small starts and where we began.
See you in Vegas.
Happy New Year's.
See you in Vegas, baby.